What is up, people? It's Benny Digital Rigged AI. Today was an epic trading day, baby. Exactly what we wanted. This is what you wake up for in the morning. High volume trend day. Every single one of these bulls, and look how many there are, every single one got 100% plus. The only bull alert on QQQ for the entire day that didn't get 100% is this lotto at the end of the session. Absolutely incredible action on AMD, on Nvidia. This is the perfect day to trade. Literally, the only mistake you could make today was selling too early, selling 100% when it goes 200% plus. We even made it easier to know what is a good alert, what is a bad alert, what typically works, what typically doesn't work. We shipped a new strategy guide that comes with every single alert. It's going to make it way easier. Welcome all the new guys. Hey, if every day was like this, man, oh baby. Let's jump in. All right, we open on the QQQ. We go down a little bit and then ramp to 436. And we took this trade really quickly, in and out, bang, bang, bang. Awesome. Can't beat it, right? The thing to keep in mind is look at volume right here. 154.40%. That is massive. That means Wall Street came with their pockets, the big guns. They're ready to push this thing up. And you have to just know, Nvidia is going, QQQ is going to rip. Look at all the bulls come in. Bang, bang, bang. But here's the important and interesting thing. One, you could have traded every single one of these and gotten them 100% plus, right? Goes for a max gain of 143%. A little bit of a drawdown, but you still got it. Why? High volume, trend day, baby. Look at this. We go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikes. So when volume is high, we expect to go beyond 3. So all of these bears, we're not even interested. We're not even interested. Now look, this is the cool part, and we just shipped this today. Every single one of these is coming with its own strategy. Kind of think of it like blackjack. You need to know when to hit, when to stay, when to surrender, when to double down, when to split. That's kind of the thesis, fundamental, whatever you want to call it here. Letting you know when you're at an advantage and when you're at a disadvantage. Okay? So look at this here. Trade it. High volume could mean 4 plus strikes higher. This is the perfect alert to catch a 400% plus return. Especially excellent after 10:30 and prices move down before ramping back up. If this fires at the end of the session, follow the action. So what did we get here? Excellent after 10:30, 10:51. Price has moved down. And we already know that prices move down when we see this alert. Why? PS, position score, 0.03 is essentially neutral. It means we're at 0. We could go up, we could go down, but we're at 0. Looking at the one before, 356, you're high, you're higher, right? Why does this one go for 200%? Why does this one go for 140%? Because of the position when the alert fires off. So that's the first thing about strategy. But I think most importantly, the importantest thing is you need to know when to stay out of a trade. And we just try and be brutally honest here. Look at this. PS 6.91. What does the strategy guide say? You were late, you sold your runners too early, it's ripping, you feel massive FOMO, don't let FOMO take over, look for a better entry in small size. Let's look at this. One, you still got a rippy, right? 152% in an hour, 28% if you held it until the end of the day. 1308's right here. I mean, you could have just waited. Goes down a little bit, and then boom. What do you get? You get 2 strikes. We don't need to trade alerts right away, especially when PS is so high, okay? Like that just has to be in your head, right? Don't let FOMO take over. Look for a better entry, small size. 1308, we're kind of at the peak there. But we go down lower, and I mean, you could hit it, what, 5 minutes later? Get a much better price, and no drawdown. Absolutely incredible. Now, the second thing with strategy is we're also going to tell you when to stay out. So here you're looking at a bear swing that comes at 12.25, and the strategy guide is telling you, extremely high risk. Do not trade this. Don't even think about it. Maybe if it fires during 9C, the last 30 minutes, even then, extremely risky and stupid. Give your money to charity instead. And look, you would have given your money to charity, right? 100% loss. All of these. Caution, 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 caution. We've built this system with the everyday person in mind, easy to follow, easy to copy trade Wall Street, and knowing when to stay out of trades is more important. Now, we still want to visualize this flow. A lot of people ask, oh, why don't you only show what you think is going to be good or what you think it's going to be bad? It's important to see, both sides kind of, battling it out. But the more importantest thing is knowing what's bad and what's good. What puts you at an advantage and where you're at a disadvantage. And when we get trendy price action and we are going straight up, do not try and move it down. Don't buy puts. Just not going to happen. I mean, it didn't happen. You lit money on fire if you tried it at any point in the day. I think the last thing that it's important to look at volume drop off. Okay? Just drops off. That's because in the final, we're just at 438, 439. Just ping pong between the two, right? Now, if volume was going up here at the end of the session, we could expect that end of day ramp or end of day push. But look, super bullish setup. I mean, look at all the bulls. It's going up. You had a perfect entry right here. Come down a bit, ramp. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get easier. I mean, you take this trade right here, there's no drawdown the entire way, all the way up to 439. Incredible. You cannot beat trading days like this. This is the whole reason why we created this system, so you can win. Like, the only mistake you could make was selling for 100% when they went 200%. Like, what's better than that? Nothing. Nothing. All right, let's look at SPY. Look at these 3 bouncing bulls right here. 1, 2, 3. One contract of each, $340, and you're turning that into $969 just by buying and holding until the end of the session. Absolutely incredible. Look how clean this is. We go down, the bears don't take it lower, boom, bulls come in, bulls come in, bulls come in. Now, if you don't take the first one, because maybe we're going to keep going down, even though the entire stock market is ripping straight up, you take the second one here, right? I mean, it goes for 161%. Incredible. We get a little bit higher, 505. What is that? 1 strike. And we kind of chop for a little bit. We chop. But look, you have more bulls coming in than bears, so we want to keep that bullish bias, right? We want to keep the bias, because what happens next? Well, I mean, man, you just get a ramp. And they kind of kept it right here, 505, until, what is this, 11:11. You even had it right here at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. What do? They hit the turbo button. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikes higher. Absolutely incredible. And once again, strategy guide kills it. Extremely high risk. Do not trade this. What happens? Well, you get 17% in 11 minutes and it goes negative. Trade it. 200%, 227%. Trade it. Caution. You lose, right? You cannot beat these types of days. They're rare. They're difficult to trade because we're not used to making so much money and just grinding up slowly and just seeing the money go up. But it's something you have to adapt to. High volume trend day. I mean, look at volume right here. You're at 151%, 154%. We expect the move to continue because it's that high. Same thing. We get here, 3 strikes higher, 4 strikes higher, ping pong at the end. Look, we don't even have a florb coming in after 1500. Like Wall Street, they made their money on this entire move up. They don't need to do anything else. They're out celebrating, popping bottles. Should probably do the same thing. That's how epic today was. Remember, you can come onto our website, just click the link in the comments, and you can see all of this, right? It's all there. You could have pulled it off. Why didn't you? Man. Best trade of the day, favorite trade of the day. We went back to AMD and printed some money on these bulls. I mean, look at this open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't see a bear until we get up to 180. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bulls in a row. And what happens? What happens, people? We go 3 strikes. And then the bears come in. And it looked like they might win it. They might win. But nope, we go up right about the 4. Come down. And then the rest of the day, you're just bouncing between 180 and 182.50. You have to know here that you're late. This goes for 33%. Okay? Let's try and find it down here. 1033. Look at the strategy guide. Extremely high risk. You are late to the move. The higher we go, the more risk for bulls. Wait for a pullback. Like, can anything say it more clearly? Right? Can anything say it more clearly? And look, you're late. You are late. You could have gotten the pullback. You could have gotten 180 and bought the 180 call and moved up $2.60. But you didn't. Hopefully you didn't trade that. Hopefully you didn't. Gonna keep talking about strategy until you're tired of it. Or until you're printing so much money, you're like, thank you. But look at this, 1034. We get this bear bomb. Let's scroll down and find it. Look at this. Caution, we're up high. There's no limit to how high we can go. If this is a second bear and price is nuking, then we can take the trade. What is it? Well, this is bear number 1. Bear number 2. Since we're going against the price action, we are looking for 30 to 50% and taking runners to 100%. Well, what happens? You get 37.14% in 16 minutes. And that's it. That's it. But that is following the strategy. Second bear, price is nuking. We took the trade. We only got 30%. But that's fine. That's the expectation going into it. It's going against the price action. That is following strategy. And then from there, extremely high risk. You're late. 11:16. You're late. Oh my gosh. 11:23. You're late. Caution. What happens? There's no return to be found. That is strategy. That is it. And we're telling you here, these bear bombs are dangerous. Even though we've gone up so high, doesn't always come back down. Actually, if you look at AMD and Nvidia today, and once we got here to like 11:30, nothing happened. I mean, just look. They're just killing puts and calls at 182.50. That's the market. Stock market is rigged. Copy trade them with rigged AI. Today was crazy. Today was epic. You were able to make money on AMD, and then you could have swapped in the SPY, QQQ, and just chilled and just watched it go up the rest of the day. Nothing better. Now, tomorrow is Friday. Option expiry. We're at all-time highs. Wake up. Have a plan. Let's go. Have a good night.